Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Yes, Captain. Initiating travel sequence to the Groundbreaker. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. Take someone to watch your back. please. Destination reached. Scylla.
We're gonna have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now.
Nobody messes with you!
What was that? Did I hear something?
Pressing fire! That's the last of it! Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Yes, well, I shan't. Give Wanda my chilliest regards.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
On standby for command.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's mock apple cider.
Were I a gambling woman?
I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not... As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been... You say that like it's... I just don't like to leave a... Be my guest, if you know...
Hello. Junlei called up from... Now, is there some... If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. Requests of our patients. Yes, and we're grateful for the help. I'm afraid that area is quarantined.
I'll use my speediest wrench, promise.
That's very conscientious of you. Thank you. Very well, you may enter. But please don't linger. I prefer to keep the dangerous pathogens corralled where I can see them.
Your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
C&P chicken and potatoes.
Sublight puts the organized in organized crime. Trying to get him to use that slogan.
C&P Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked
Got
Beans
one
is
more
the
hour
only
before the
one.
dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think?
C&P, I can't believe it's not. It's unbelievable how good it is.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit. Criminy. She really ain't gonna... Alright, okay. We can just... Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and... Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you... What? No, I... Think? No. I recognize a contract. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udon. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and... Thanks for helping me with... Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
Boss, you can't be serious. The board's got no right to just enslave another human being.
That's where you're wrong, young man. Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you find...
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent... If you're looking... If I'm being honest, but we can say I'm repaying the favor. You won't be sorry, though it looks like you've got a full roster. Traveling in style, are we?
We got us a real
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but you sure saved my skin.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if... Oh, a little of this. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with...
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you want. That's right, dearie. Though for how long, I can't... The board can't abide a community.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Employee morale is at an all-time high due to the overwhelming popularity of Construction Rollback Initiative.
I'm just in port long enough to get another contract.
Don't believe
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. Sorry. Business. Didn't quite catch that. Glass ear? Nothing to fear? Huh? What? Huh. Now that I heard. Of course, most of our supplies... I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he...
think of the game last night. I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong's really something. Nearly took a fella's head clean off with a tossball stick.
Yeah, well, he's a hacker. That's what they do. Rangers don't show a shred of mercy in a Darlings game. Bates got tossed out of the game for excessive sportsmanlike conduct in the third half. It serves him right.
Felix, I'm gonna be honest. Passing through. Know what a Tuesday zone is. I don't know my tenders from my forwards. Thing is, I just...
Hey, that's fine.
If you're here for this week... Fantastic. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. Now. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Hey, boss. If you need a tour guide, I've seen a monarch.
Kind of an expert.
Planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it can. Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what we call orphans who grow up in a bad base.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. A little advice. Before you start telling lies, get a feel for who you're talking to. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Does this make us Sublight agents now?
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas. It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Few laws and even fewer people to enforce. You'll do fine.
Yeah, see?
We're not gonna have to.
So here's the thing about Tossball. Tossball is played from the heart.
Okay, working so far. Play from the heart. Easy.
There are other schools of thought. Use your head to play Tossball. Those people are concussions.
Oh, gosh. That sounds really dangerous.
Tossball's a celebration of danger. The hacker's job is to trample right through the enemy. Best hacker in the nukes, a fella by the name of Take It Easy Tatum. 59 injuries to his name in 3 non-consecutive seasons.
Why do they call him Take It Easy Tatum?
Oh, that's what the mediators used to shout out every time he'd go into a bloodthirsty frenzy.